think through and act together.
Right. You know, yesterday was a historic program in Liberia, launching the Liberian chapter of ICAI. That marked, a transformative move, toward conservation in Liberia. Loretta Popka of the National Civil Society um, Association of Liberia launched the the ACA Liberian chapter. I need you to speak to the public and share with us, maybe coming from the communique, coming from the strategy, coming from other statements made by other speakers. How realistic are the things that were pronounced during the launching ceremony that would ensure that indigenous people actually connect with ICARD's mandate and ensure that the message resonate with them so that they can work in ensuring that there's conservation move in Liberia.
Yeah, great. Yesterday was wonderful,
Right.
actually. And I think the discussion and the issues resonated with um, about 55 persons that were present at the launch. Reflecting on it, and looking at let me take an example from the communique. One of the key strategic pillars of action that we talk about, it's surrounding rights, tenure, and governance. And we have the Land Right Act that specifically categorizes land ownership. And we have some of our communities, in fact, if not all, um, living within 2.5 kilometers of forests. They have been conserving very, very well. And what is needed is to get their land rights formalized and be able to support them, build their capacities to continue with the conservation initiatives that they have already been doing. Because this conservation is a way of life of the people. It is not something written in books when you go or when it comes to indigenous people. It's something that they are always doing. It's their way of life. That's how they live. And so one of the things that we are advocating for, it's for a formal recognition of community conserved areas.
The areas that are chosen for conservation.
Not areas that are chosen for conservation, but areas that communities are conserving that are not being recognized
By the government.
by the government.
Okay.
And in the conservation terms, we would say other effective management areas. They also contribute to conservation efforts, and in turn link to the being able to achieve the 30 by 30 biodiversity framework of the Convention on Biological Diversity. We have a lot in Liberia that is beside the protected areas that government has established, and that is also besides the recognized community forests, and it's also besides those in proposed protected areas. There are so many, including our waters, including forests, including the shrines that you talk about.
Right.
Because these shrines are sometimes they use trees, they use so many items that are coming from the forest, and some animals that they use, and these are conserved, these are protected to ensure continuity, to ensure that it becomes sustainable for them to use. So it is a matter of having um, formal recognition, legal recognition of these areas. And it's a plus when that happens for Liberia, because that will add on to their achievement of the biodiversity, the framework, the 30 by 30, that the government has committed through the national biodiversity strategy action plans,
Okay.
and also the nationally determined contributions of the Paris Agreement.
What would you be needing from ARCA Africa, the continental body, in terms of support to ensure that all of the things you have in your communique are achieved? The chairman is here, and Pa Wusu is here as well.
Right. So, like we said from the beginning, ICA amplifies the voice
Right.
of indigenous people when it comes to conservation issues. So we are here in Liberia. We have come up with this communique. One of the first steps is to amplify this for our government to hear, for other networks, national and regional, sub-regional networks to know, and even at the continental level to know. We have, because this communique, all these strategic actions that we have cannot be implemented without funding. And so with the amplification from ICA, we are also calling on our development partners to support the work of conservation in Liberia. There are plans are underway, honestly, for hosting the Continental ICA Congress. That will be the second Congress in Liberia. And when that happens, we will have almost all African countries in Liberia.
Right.
And we're hoping to have that next year. And we come together, we shared our experiences. For example, like yesterday, someone talked about elephant destruction
Right.
of their crops as one of the issues at the launch. And we have somebody from ICA Secretariat sharing their experience of how they have been able to minimize the encroachment from these elephants. So it's more of not just amplifying the voice, but finding natural based solutions
Right.
for issues that also arise from conservation. Whilst we're sharing experiences, we are also sharing knowledge. Also, we don't want to forget about our traditions, and traditions have helped in conserving forests. So one of the things that ICA continentally is also looking at is to document some of this indigenous knowledge and traditions that have conserved our ecosystems. And I think we are already planning to do that. Plans are there. And when we are able to have that, it will be a document for Africa, for others to also learn that there are several traditional knowledge in Africa, undocumented ones. We have several. And when they are being documented, it's also to showcase to the world that we Africans have also been conserving to support our climate resilience and initiatives.
Absolutely, and one of the things that is not a good friend to us in the broadcasting field is time. It escapes us before we know it, and I want to try very much to ensure that I involve the public. In fact, folks are already calling to participate, but I will ask Mr. Chairman and Mr. Wusu to share with me quickly, you being the chair of ARCA Africa, show just within a minute, what experience or experiences can you share with the Liberian chapter? Mina is here to take note to ensure that maybe they working in ensuring that certain things are achieved. Should there be challenges, how would they be able to confront them? Because there will be maybe government and so on, and community people. Some folks may not understand this whole idea. It may be really new to them in a way that maybe the way it was done before, and maybe the way it is now being introduced, it may seem a little bit alien to them.
Yeah, I think from yesterday's testimonies from indigenous peoples and local communities in the hall, one thing I picked that really touched me was the human-wildlife conflict. We heard the women complaining about elephants destroying their crops, about chimpanzees destroying their cocoyams, and all these things. Now, as AICA, like I said, we have the convening power. Right now, we are engaging at the highest level with big international organizations to come up with the policies that will address the root causes of human-wildlife conflict. And once these policies are in place, we will work through the AICA Liberia chapter to ensure that these policies are also shared with government here in Liberia and also implemented on the ground. So this is one way in which AICA can help in terms of challenges related to human-wildlife conflict.
Okay.
Thank you.
Right.
Yes. From yesterday's meeting, I realized that the people who were there are ready to protect what they have.
Right.
Yes. But I must say that conservation, no, we are conserving for the people. It is not for conservation's sake. So, the conservation that does not provide the livelihoods of the for the people, no, would never be successful.
Right.
So, as we try to protect, as we try to attain sustainability, we must think of the livelihood of the people. So that is all what I have to say.
Thank you. Let's engage, a few of our listeners now. This is the program, Forest Hour on OKFM 99.5. We are always here, Thursday, 4 to 5 o'clock. We're privileged to have with us the AICA Liberia chapter, and we have the chairman, the continental chairman of the institution, the organization. It's good that we have these conversations so that we can be able to, collaborate in protecting and conserving our forests. Let's hear from you now. Call us on the numbers 0777 705 0555 905 905. Let's be brief with the conversation this afternoon. Hello. 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 Good afternoon. All right. So call us in the numbers 0777 705 0777 705 0555 905 905. Hello. All right, that person left the line as well. But call us on those numbers 0777 705 0555 905 905. The numbers you can call us on to participate on the program this morning. This afternoon, we're talking conservation. And in fact, this is at a whole continental level, continental, regional, and local level. Let's hear from this person. Hello. Hello. Good afternoon.
Hello.
You're live on the radio. Just walk away from the noise.
Okay. Thank you so much. I just got a few concerns and I want to respect
You
them.
have to introduce yourself.
Yeah. Back here. So I wanted your guest to clearly distinguish between a massacre and a death wherein people were walking along the road. They just collect.
What are you listening to? What are you listening to at the moment? Because I think you're getting the whole thing mixed up.
I'm listening to OKFM.
And what are you hearing on OKFM?
Discussing the Truth and Reconciliation Committee.
That's a lie. So join us on the program. This is Forest Hour on OKFM 99.5. We are having a conversation with, let's hear from this person. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, let's hear you.
I'm Moses Nimo, calling from 8th Street, Cinco.
Moses, go ahead.
Yeah, people are discussing about the forest. I want to know the economic importance of the forest to the soil and that of the lives found in the forest.
The economic importance, of the forest.
Economic importance of the forest to the nation, and how it adds nutrients to the soil, and what the forests of Liberia have benefited us since then.
Do you have a bed in your room? Do you sleep on a bed?
Indeed.
Do you have a door?
I have a door.
You have a door. Is that an iron door or a wooden door?
I have a wooden door.
When you wake up in the morning, do you feel the breeze blow you?
Well, I keep the what blowing?
The breeze that blows. Do you feel it?
I feel it, but when I have the forest not there, but I feel the breeze.
Do you? Okay, I could go on and on and on with so many questions. At least give you an understanding of the economic value of the forest. But it's okay. I hope those ones will make you ponder a little bit before my guest can even come in to provide you some information. Thank you so much for the time. Let's hear from this other person. Hello? Hello? Yes, let's hear you. Oh my God, this line. Sorry, this line is really low. Yes. ACA Liberia chapter was launched yesterday. To implore foresters. Okay, Mina will respond to that. I'm also looking for another job somewhere, so maybe she might want to hire me as well. But call us in the number 0777-700-905, 0555-905-905. At the numbers you can, this is what happens with the time. At the numbers you can call us on to participate on the program this afternoon. This is Forest Hour on OKFM 99.5. We are having a conversation with the Alliance for the Liberian Civil Society that launched the National Network for Alliance of Indigenous Peoples and Local Communities for Conservation in Africa. The Liberian chapter was launched yesterday. We're privileged to have some officials of this, organization here. Let's hear from this last person. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, let's hear you.
Wait. This is DJ Kofi. I come from Lagbasi.
Go ahead.
This advocacy group all being formed in Liberia. What is the main work?
What is the what?
The what are they into? All these advocacy organizations being funded or being organized. What are they actually into, my fellow?
Have you been listening to the show?
Yes.
Okay. Thanks for your contribution.
Well, I wouldn't ask him for the fortune.
Okay, thank you. Let's hear from this last person. Hello?
Yeah, good evening, Matthias.
Let's hear you. Lastly.
Yeah, Alfred Kuno from Cardwell.
Alfred, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Matthias. Yeah, let me first of all thank you, still guests. They are doing us well. But my concern to be like this. For us in Cape Maui, we have a lot of forests there in the forest, extending all the way as far as Sierra Leone, the Gola Forest. But my concern to go with where the Bukita bees. Okay, they are almost taking over the forest in the southeast, Bangide, Marine, and other places. Why are they doing about it? That's my question.
Okay, thank you so much. Thanks for your contribution to the program. That's it for the interaction with you, members of the public. We'll begin with Mr. Peter Wusu, then we go to the chairman and Mina will close. Yes, sir.
Right. So let me take the one who wanted to know the importance, the economic importance of the forest.
Right.
As you rightly alluded, we get timber that people sell, and then as we use them in the house. That's one. It goes beyond just the timber, but that when you work somewhere else, you have carpenters working. You have others selling the small stools. These are economic activities. Again, I indicated that even when you want to farm, you need fertile soil that comes out of a forested area. Without the forest, you won't get a fertile land.
Right.
Yes. And then if people are farming, it is an economic activity. The food they produce is an economic activity. We have hunters, though they hunt in the forest. We have others who gather. I don't know the type of things that you can easily gather here, but elsewhere you have we have oni, we have snails, we have mushroom, and we have a whole lot of them. I cannot. There are fruits. It even said that a number of soldiers can walk the forest, without any proper food except fruits for weeks. So this is the reasons why we're talking of the importance of the forest beyond the carbon and then the maintenance of the ecosystem itself.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah, maybe let me weigh in on somebody, although the question was not very clear, but somebody talked about the purpose of advocacy.
Yeah, so the advocacy groups, what is actually their function?
Yes, advocacy groups play a very important function in policy formulation. Governments across the world have got procedures for forming new policies, and one of the procedures is to consult people or stakeholders. Various groups are consulted. Now, for our indigenous peoples and local communities, the challenge has been we have not been well organized, and we are most of the time fragmented. So, as a result, we have missed out on these consultation processes. Or if we are invited to the consultation processes, we go there unprepared. Now, with the platforms like the AICA Liberian chapter and our partners here, they will be able to mobilize communities to prepare very well their advocacy messages, whether it is on land, tenure, whether it's on benefit sharing, or whether it is on how to deal with the human-wildlife conflict. Then all these things, they will be able to deal with them effectively in a manner that delivers a strong message during the interaction with the government as they are forming these policies. Thank you.
Thank you so much. He is Mr. Mali Dadi Langa, Chairman of the Steering Committee of the Alliance of Indigenous Peoples and Local Communities for Conservation in Africa. Earlier you heard from Mr. Peter Osie Wusu. He's AICA Regional Focal Point for West Africa. Yes, Mina?
Yeah, someone asked about the office. We don't have an office because AICA is an alliance, it's a network. And in Liberia, our current members include my own organization called Social Entrepreneurs for Sustainable Development. We have the Liberia Forest Media Watch. We have the Foundation for Community Initiatives. We have the Green Landscapes Initiatives. And we have the Champions for Change. These are the initial members, and also the Society for the Conservation of Nature in Liberia. These organizations are already members of AICA, and all of us also have offices in the various parts of the country. So yes, we are here. We are rooted already in Liberia, and we are working here.
Right. Thank you so much, Mina. Mrs. Mina Bien is the AICA National Focal Point for Liberia. And it's always a pleasure having a conversation with you, members of the public. This program is always brought to you by the Liberia Forest Media Watch, with sponsorship from the European Union through the French Development Agency and Simempo in Finland. This discussion came as a result of the launch of the National Network for the Alliance of Indigenous Peoples and Local Communities for Conservation in Africa Liberian chapter, which was held yesterday. AICA, in case you do not know, is a Pan-African umbrella organization formed to amplify the collective voice, agency, and leadership of indigenous peoples and local communities in conservation efforts across Africa. We're going to keep having these conversations. The show is always here. It's available to the CSOs, in fact, to ARCA. Someday we'll be glad to have the chairman from Malawi, from his office. We can have him on the line, and he will join us here. We can connect other people. We can connect Mr. Wusu from Ghana. We can connect Fiestat from South Sudan. And we have conversation on the show, and we're going to keep, amplifying these voices to ensure that the message that ARCA is preaching in Africa can resonate. My name is Matthias Labindi. Have yourselves a wonderful time. We'll be here again next Thursday, with another edition of the program, Forest Hour. Joy, my co-host today, was doing the production, and that's why you didn't hear her, so she's been behind the scenes. Join us again next Thursday for another fascinating edition of the program, Forest Hour.
Africa is the place where there's animals.